Well, funding is now at risk for a program that's been successfully addressing Washington's homeless crisis. The right-of-way program relies on state dollars to pay for outreach services, including permanent housing. But with a multi-billion-dollar budget shortage in Olympia, the funding could be on the chopping block. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson shows us what's at stake.
This area behind me used to be the Myers Way encampment, one of the larger encampments in King County. But through the state's right-of-way program, this place and 22 other sites in the county were cleaned up and got people the support they needed for a fresh start at life. But local leaders say if state legislators can't find it in the budget to continue funding the program, much of their efforts could end.
We cannot go back to a patchwork approach that simply shifts people from one roadside to another, especially in times like this when the stakes are so high.
It's a call to action, a plea to restore critical funding for Washington's right-of-way encampment resolution program. It started in 2022 statewide, helping people get out of encampments on state right-of-ways, connecting them to permanent housing and resources. Darian Sharif was one of them after experiencing homelessness for more than a year.
I'm a living example that this program does wonders, and every opportunity that was presented, it was done with relationships.
Right of Way has helped 1,700 people get inside, which amounts to almost 80% of those initially outreached. In King County, 91% of people removed from encampments went into permanent housing and temporary lodging through the program. But now all that progress could come to a halt due to the state's $12 billion budget deficit.
To take that away would be a shame, because I wouldn't be here, without this opportunity. City,
county leaders, and community advocates are now calling on state legislators to consider their request to restore the program's $40 million in biennial funding. Without it, Frocham says she worries what could happen next.
I see us going back to a system where people are just shuffled along from place to place to place. If people don't have a way to get in, they don't have a way to get out of this.
The current budget proposals only maintain housing for people previously helped through this program. But let's be clear, they do not fund new outreach, shelter, or housing placements. And without restored funding, Rose program's front door will close.
County leaders say not only is funding the program an investment that saves money, but it helps Washington defend itself from cuts at the federal level.
Disseminating the housing and urban development programs, cuts to Section 8 vouchers, things that will actually help people stay housed is what is being cut at the federal level. So at the local level, we need to double down on our investments, a $40 million investment into right-of-way encampment removal.
Without right-of-way, response to new homeless encampments could go unresolved, raising the fear that all their hard work prior will be lost too.
It's just the same revolving door that we've seen not work. Right-of-way works. We need the funding.
This call to action comes as state lawmakers are in their last days of legislative session, tentatively voting on a budget by April 27. Advocates and local leaders say if their request for renewed funding is not approved, this program won't be able to respond to new encampments on right-of-ways starting this summer. Reporting in Seattle, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.